is Florida Natural Farming at Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm. Notice this plant got beat up by the Hurricane Nicole that cruised by here the other day. But all in all, everything looks good. I've been topping my aeroids and planting them outside. They seem to be doing well. This Philodendron mexicanum is just such a super fast grower. It's shocking. I'm gonna be cutting that one and putting it out there. Yep, I'm obsessed with the aeroids. I'm obsessed with plants, period. I'm kind of obsessed with Florida. So freaking beautiful here. The bird people, what are they doing? So I've been doing the fruit leaf tea videos, and I'm trying to incorporate the orchard floor plant ID in with that, because I identified a lot of the plants that I originally would grow in the orchard floor when we stopped mowing it, because we're a biodynamic rare tropical fruit farm, so everything is grown the same way. We don't water anything, it's all dry farmed, and we stay off the orchard floor. So the orchard floor is a wild space, and one of the weeds that grows here abundantly, and not so much since I've added so many different plants and the trees are getting bigger, is the Bidens pilosa, the Spanish nettle, butterfly needle. Butterflies love it. It's this little white, it's in the aster family, little white flowered plant, grown with this moringa and this mango tree. It's looking great. Everything looks great. But look at all this Bidens here, this Spanish nettle. And I guess it's had like more than 300 phytochemicals in it that they've identified, and 43 different bioactive compounds that they've followed the paths for. So when they're bioactive, that means that they're bioactive compounds from the plant, means that they are, boy, my vegetable garden's looking good. They're biologically active in humans to their benefit. So bioactive compounds in plants is good. 43 just in this one little weed that everyone wants to eradicate that covers the orchard floor. It's like a superfood of nutrients. I mean, even look at WebMD under Bidens pilosa, and they suggest eating it. So I'm going to start incorporating. I put a leaf in my tea, but I'm going to start incorporating this because I'm vegan, so I eat a lot of vegetables, and it'd be very easy to incorporate like a cup of the greens of this into my diet daily without even noticing, I don't think. So I'm going to start doing that, and I have a doctor's appointment. I'm going to see if the test results do anything, if there's anything different. So I'll report back, but they've found some amazing things in this Bidens. They've found that, and they say that they're probably going to develop anti-cancer pharmaceuticals from the leaf extracts. I don't know, what's the name of it? Anyway, it's a Taxol drug. Um, for folk medicine, it's been used to treat diabetes. It's a known metabolic enhancer. It's 15% protein. I mean, it's like, why aren't we eating this? And no known health hazards from consuming it over, thousands of years, I guess, probably. But I guess a good way to where are the birds going? Guess I had enough. A good way to increase the phytochemicals in your orchard floor would be to grow Bidens in it. I think all these phytochemicals are shared between the plants. That's why I think that probably the phytochemicals that are inside my aeroids can be phytochemicals that other plants might need, like the tropical fruit trees. It's just stuff I think about. Anyway, there's lots of nutrients in that. Look at the vegetable garden, it's doing good. Oh, I see stuff coming up. Some lettuce, it looks like. And some little things I planted here. Appears like everything is coming up. Yeah, I see some kale. Some creature was digging in it over here, I see. Well, that's good. But I had been eating the bidens in the summer, just as uncooked green, but I think probably a cooked would be better. And I would put like a leaf in my teas. I still do. But I see that it has a bitter taste to it. So probably it will be. There's a tortoise around here. I could see its trail right here. Go for tortoise. So I just want to see where else on the property that we have this, because I thought we used to have a lot more, but I guess we still have quite a bit. People are so into their health, though, and people have obesity problems, and they have diabetes problems, and it's a known cure, holistic folk medicine, supposedly. I don't know. I don't have diabetes. Maybe it's because I eat a little bit of that. Knock on wood. I guess it can turn fat in cells into protein, or convert fat into muscle. There's all kinds of different compounds in it. Polyenes are the biggest thing. Polynnes. There's like 39 of them. I don't know. It's like a black hole of information on the Bidens. I could probably spend a week talking about all the admirable health beneficial traits it has in its leaves. Healthy bioactive compounds for humans. 43 of them. That's a lot. I guess it can uptake metals that can be harmful for you, but the cadmium's being one of them. But we don't have to really worry about that. That's why knowing where your Spanish nettle or your, because not everyone could grow this, and I'm sure they would eat it. I mean, they buy dandelion greens. I never thought in the 60s and anybody would ever eat dandelion greens, but people eat them. I've eaten them. Same sour taste. That's why I know I can slip them in my gruel, and I'll be able to see if they do anything. So I'll just start doing it today. There's so many little frogs. It's been so wet here. Wet and warm. It's gorgeous. Perfect for tropical fruit trees and everything else. The little pigeon peas are popping, so I don't see a lot of Spanish nettle in here, but there's some. All those little white flowers. I just want to get an idea about how much crop we have here if I wanted to harvest, because I probably couldn't harvest it over, because it's wild space, so I'd probably have to have dedicated areas where I harvest certain times a year to keep it wild space. I don't know. But there's not a lot. There's just a little bit in here. So I guess it's just growing in areas now. So I could just cultivate that to keep it in Spanish nettle, those areas, and then just cultivate there. I don't know. Trying to develop this whole product line that I haven't started selling yet, which is the leaf teas, the fruit leaf teas. I think everyone should grow their own for sure, but if people that can't, I want to be able to provide them. And the weed teas, the Bidens, because it's a cash crop. I mean, if I was it's a huge crop, and it's a superfood, and it's everywhere here. Grows where I had my vegetable gardens. That's interesting. So I had a vegetable garden here, and it's very full in here, so I could still harvest. We could live off this property if we had to. Oh, I got a squirrel. I love squirrels. I know people hate them, but I love them. I gotta go this way. How do you bear in there? We got some growing through here. Yeah, we have a lot of it. And I don't know, when I did the study of what was in the orchard floor here, I stopped at it was, I don't know, 30 plants. It was just so many, and I'm like, I can't ever expect to remember all this. But some of them were medicinal, and the Bidens was one of the ones that I discovered was medicinal. And I saw somewhere that it had, I don't know, it helped your liver. So it prevented anything toxic from destroying your liver. So that's why I started putting it in my tea. And then I just never really looked at it again until I was trying to get information on it to do a a video today, and I kind of wish I hadn't, but I'm glad I did. But it's like, I mean, just look it up. This is a Garcinia intermedia. I'm wondering what these leaves are going to be like freeze-dried. That's what I want to do with our leaves. People worry about doing too much, or the toxic effects from the leaf, the non-traditional foods like the leaves, American non-traditional foods. But I haven't noticed any negative results ever in the 6 months I've been doing it. But I don't boil up 500 of one leaf down into a super syrup and drink it. I like dilute one leaf in water with 30 other leaves in like 2 gallons of water. And the leaves aren't huge. This is one of the leaves I use. This is the Nochlea latifolia that has Taxol, produces Taxol in it. Look at these cacao are looking great. There's a little Bidens around here. I had no idea it was really a superfood, that it was like gaslit into being a weed. There's a bunch growing in here. It basically makes up our orchard floor, where our orchard floor is healthiest. So it could be a year-round cash crop, I guess. I just have to develop the market for it and, harvest and do the work and do the website. But I'll probably just eat it and report on the results and go from there. It's everywhere. Stuff's looking really good here. It's time to divide the heliconias. This is one of those heliconias that I divided last winter about this time, that now I have to divide some more, so I'll add those along here. It's a process building this place, but it's getting there. Anyway, this is Florida Natural Farming at Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm. I hope you have a beautiful day.